in this league, and they're off to a 3-0 start. Not much to complain about in Athens right now.
I know preseason polls have to be taken, but what a great story 13 and wide is for the Bulls. That's Ella Corey, the freshman, making her first start of the season. Drive to the basket, and a first layup attempt by the Bulls did not drop. Looked like it was going to go in.
I thought it was a good look, and Thompson's got to stay aggressive. When those lanes are there, you got to take them. And we talked about her a little bit in the open. Super young, super raw, but really coming on strong here. If Buffalo's going to turn it over, it's going to be because of a shot clock violation or something happens at the end where they don't get caught in transition trying to run back and guard that three. They're going to be very, very methodical and try to cut down on live ball turnovers. We would see from the Bobcats, they play fast and aggressive defensively, and that leads to a lot of open court looks. That leads to...
She and Garnett, both of those transfers, Coach Bolden telling us they've really kind of moved the standard of the program higher. Nice shot off the glass and in for Corey. Coming in for the Bobcats. Here's the Ella Corey hoop.
Hey, see what I'm talking about? There's not a lot of breathing room there. Ohio did a real...
couple of exceptions to Toledo and Western Michigan games, but they played well defensively the other night against the Huskies. Another turnover for the Bulls. Tabling takes that pass away.
Yeah, not what Buffalo's looking to do. Here you go. It's exactly what we happened. Buffalo lucky to dodge what should have been an easy layup there.
Yeah, they had a breakdown defensively just the same. Monica Williams will hit the runner.
Currently, she turns it over a little bit too much. It's just a sign of being a little young and a rookie, but I think she has the makings to be a really, really good player in this league as she gets older. There you go, a miss. Rebound for Ohio. They quickly get out into transition, look for an open shooter. Bang.
There it is. Monica Williams with a beautiful look down low to a wide open Danny Scully, and she gets her first basket. 4 on the shot clock. Rowe is stuck. She'll have to put it up, and that is going to be a shot clock. That'll let it go right straight to the rebound. That's right. There's another open Bobcat underneath.
The Bobcats have done a really nice job exposing Buffalo inside as well. They're doubling up the Bulls.
And it worked. Baxter with it. Nice drive to the basket by Jennings.
Deasia Fair before her. She was a top 5 scorer, one of the all-time greats in scoring in the history of college basketball. Beautiful little defense there by Rowe.
You take a look at this last work by Rowe. Great strip.
Effort. Yeah, just good effort by Rowe defensively there for the better part of the last decade. And in an absence of that, it's tough for Buffalo right now offensively to sort of find their identity.
The Bobcats answer the Rowe basket with a 3. Get a strip, get an easy bucket. And that's what Rowe did. Deanna Thompson, a little behind the back dribble, runs into the double team, and it's turned over. And that is Rinaldo going in for the layup and fouled by Rowe.
And unfortunately, she gets caught for the and one on the other end. I didn't see much there, and she kind of...
Now she's playing again, because she didn't play much the last 2 years, and just comes to practice, comes to games every day. So excited to be playing the game again. There's a steal, tabling, going in. Corey tries to get that swipe, she cannot.
20-10 in that category, and it's thanks large part to 9 steals defensively. So the Bobcats,
get some belief.
It looks like Buffalo offensively trying to get the ball into Meg Lucas. As you see her there, really nice job there. A good high-low pass from in rebounds per game. She's 20th in the NCAA. So as far as rookies go, Meg Lucas has just been a huge success story here early on.
They're cutting and moving well without the ball. And again, look at that backside, the backdoor cut by Moultrie, and nobody
That's
follows
just
her.
yards, right? I still remember those Buffalo Central Michigan matchups with Presley Hudson versus Stephanie Reed, and another excellent showing here by Corey. How about the spin too, Howard?
And the delay on the basket. A little drama. Way to build the drama. That was it again.
Division I basketball, and you can just see she's got such an athletic, long arm build, and really nice touch as well out in transition. What a cool story Ella Corey is. Determination, and she comes in here with, really nothing to lose as a walk-on, and she just plays hard every day, and Coach Sharkey's going to reward that, and that's why you see her in the starting lineup today and game where she took 0 shots on Wednesday evening. So nice bounce-back game here from Moultrie.
But Lopez with a big 3 for the Bulls.
To consistently be that scorer here for Buffalo. I mean, right in a row, these are her last 7 games. She scored 12, then 3, 13, then 8. The tough adjustment for Lopez this season is the film is out, right? You're sort of the go-to scorer and the player that played here at Buffalo last year, and that's a tough adjustment when you're on the scout of another team and teams are prepping defensively. Scheduling addition to the schedule here for this UB women's team.
Quick basket to start things in the third quarter. Another assist for Tabling. Her fifth assist. Bulls going back on offense. Anaya Rowe to the basket. Can't get it to drop.
Yeah, Tabling, you love it when a player in today's era, we've talked about the transfer portal and a lot of players moving and turnover.
Rebound, Deanna Thompson. Anaya Rowe taking it herself. Scoops it up and in.
Beautiful take there. She took exactly what the defense gave her. But you like the fact that she values the ball and she takes care of it at a young age.
Bulls had the numbers there. Corey in transition gets the three from the corner. Unless you're a Bobcats fan, you really have no desire to see that. Rowe gets the runner.
Good play to be able to read the defense. She sort of head faked. There was an open shooter. I think she got Scully maybe that was on a bad rotation, and she took exactly what that lane was at. And here you go, off to the races.
Yeah, Diane Jackson with the block. Rowe to the basket, lays it up and in, and the Bulls are down by 6.
Good movement offensively for Buffalo. The spacing has been much better, I think, for UB here in this half. And Anaya Rowe has really gotten aggressive. And there you go, right on cue. 5 freshmen on the court as well during this run here. 15-2 run now it's out to for the Bulls.
Which
5 freshmen.
It's really amazing, even in this day and age, to see a team with 5 freshmen on the court at the same time. Anaya Rowe does it again, making a run on you. And boy, I love Rowe's play here in the quarter.
Yeah, it's just a nice move. Initiate that contact. Give yourself a little space. Beautiful take. Get out there and keep going. And you see what Coach Sharkey and what we see in Anaya Rowe.
Anaya Rowe is up to 14 points in the game today. Oh, what a move. A basket and a foul. Staff, let's check this out again. Almost slid that left pivot foot, but goes to the basket and draws the foul on Meg.
Obviously, I've been around for a minute, but yeah, he's a great guy. Very well respected in the Mid-American Conference. A ton of wins, ton of good teams out there in Athens.
Big offensive rebound for Ellie Garnett. Ronaldo with the drive, saw the opening off the glass and in, and she draws the foul.
If it's not there, kick.
That's a great replay too, because you could see Diane Jackson. Nice look down low. Ronaldo will kick it for Tabling's 3 from the corner. Got it.
There was no time no reason to go fast. Let's put it that way.
Rebounding is actually something the Bulls have done very well today. That shot, though, is blocked. Thompson shot blocked. Bulls fans wanted traveling on that one. No call. Good defense by UB.
Unfortunately, they just haven't quite figured out how to respond very early in games when shots aren't falling and not putting themselves in holes.
Nice drive to the basket by Deanna Thompson. Seem to really enjoy being around this team and how much they've gotten better every day since day 1 of practice to where they are right now. And he did also say there's still room for growth. Corey with a nice spin move and bucket.
A mentality thing, too. It's tough that, you weren't highly recruited coming out of high school. You weren't. Once that confidence, which we're seeing here today, continues to come out, that she could just continue to progress in her career.
And she's earned the right to be out there.
Absolutely.
Good drive to the basket. Big bucket there for the Bobcats. Good strong drive by Scully. One of the Bulls are hanging around, though, and there's still 7 minutes left in the game. And we saw them get on a run in the third quarter. Need to make one here. Thompson for 3. That could start it.
They need to respect her ability off the dribble that she has shown here today. And
dribble drive creates the easy basket underneath for Scully.
Some older players that don't get flustered or don't get rattled just because you gave up a run. You're getting beat over the last 4 or 5 minutes. That's what Buffalo is lacking right now, is a little bit of that elder statesman on the team to say, we're good.
The Bulls, look at this move. That is a tough scoop shot. Tell you, we've seen some of the points. Again, it's the first quarter. Break down defensively on the inbounds. Too easy for the Bulls to give that one up. First quarter. But I think, you know what, we'll see when all is said and done how the game turns out. Here's a 3 from Lopez. Does not drop. Meg Lucas with the offensive rebound. The basket and the foul. Possible 3-point play.
Out to Lopez. Then you get Meg Lucas just fighting for her life down there. Off.
McWhorter.
Stops.
It's stopped nicely by McDuffie, but Bobcats get the ball, the basket, and the foul.
Scully was able to get a nice little offensive rebound. Good job being in the right place at the right time. draw.
Am I allowed to show my partiality and say go Bills?
I think you are. I think that's fair.
Well, in case anybody's watching in Jacksonville.
I'm allowed to say something then. Go Birds, as a lifelong Eagles fan.
Oh, I didn't know you were an Eagles fan.
Yeah,
I can't believe I worked with you.
I can exit if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Exit stage left.
Another basket down low and a fapping force here in extending the lead. And another clean look to an open Bobcat player, Kristen Sharp.
Yeah, tough going here in the MAC schedule for Buffalo, but credit Ohio coming on the road here and so far taking care of business.
Rowe hits the bucket, beats the buzzer, beats the shot clock buzzer.
You know, maybe 10, 11 wins get you a ticket to Cleveland. I'd say 10 wins is probably the golden number to get into Cleveland. We've seen 13, 14, obviously some really good teams, but
Monica Williams loses the ball on the dribble penetration. She's going to take it herself and lay it up and in.
What a second half Anaya Rowe has had.
Out of the halftime break, she just had that attack the rim mentality in her in the third quarter. That really sparked that UB run. Good defense there by the Bulls, but Monica Williams gets...
Fortunately, Buffalo's going to have to go quick, which they don't want to do. We've talked about that throughout the game, but with 2 minutes left, they don't really have the luxury of taking it down at the end of the shot clock. And again, Rose is just...
Have consistent offensive weapons. If you are behind, you can't score fast.
Yes.
You know, this is typically not, although they had an 11-0 run in a minute 40 in the third quarter.
Freeport, correct. Yep.
Be careful. I don't want to make you sound like me, like old guy yelling at, the world. So.
Oh, when you get me going about transfers and NIL, I will be old guy yelling at the world. Nia Rose career high, as by the way, unless they gave it to the wrong player. I apologize. I'm looking at.
Well, that'll do it. Bobcats took control in the first quarter. The Bulls made a furious run in the third to get within 2. Ohio went back up. Bulls made another run.